Hey everybody, welcome to Playing Baked. You may wonder, why are you starting this video while you're drowning yourself? I'm going to get to that in a second. Last night I started Minecraft, out of all things. I hadn't played it in a while, so I figured, well, let's go ahead, make a new world. And this is pretty much what I saw when I made this new world. Um, Except that when I started, there were about 6 or 7 squid in the water, and um, I basically ran straight at them, and I went, "Ooh, ink! That's going to be mine." So I started killing squids, and that was fun for a while. But then I noticed this weird hole in the ground that's, well, right here. Um, you can still see a squid here. But yeah, I went inside, and this is what caught my eye. Well, not this bit. Basically, this bit. um, yeah, I fell into this weird crossover between a canyon and a underground mine. And as you can see, it pretty much goes all the way to bedrock. Um, and basically, I got my first few wood blocks from the mining. Uh, I don't know what to call them, but well, there's blocks of woods for the mining tunnels. You know what I mean. That's where I got my first wood from. I just started in this. Yeah, it may have been a bit silly, but okay, I went straight down instead of preparing first. So I went to the trouble of making a wooden pickaxe, and well, I started to play around, trying to explore how big this is, and well, you can imagine. Eventually, I did something silly. I died, and that's when I was back on the surface. Well, before I died, I did make a clever little hiding hole. Um, so basically, the first 30 or so minutes from this video, I'm going to try and recover where I was and uh, get back all my stuff and stuff. We'll get to that part. Don't worry. Just sit back, relax. I'll do the same. Job done. But yeah, here's also a good example of how freaking huge this place is. Um, but let's go back to the beginning of the movie. Yeah, I was back on the surface, and I thought to myself, well, that was pretty impressive seed. You have this weird marshland, and then there's just water with a cave that runs all the way down to bedrock. So that's got to be interesting to some people. And I wanted to make some screenshots of it, but then I decided, well, I might as well just record it. Unfortunately, it was quite late and I was quite tired, so I didn't go through the extra effort of also recording a voiceover, but I did record a video with some pauses to show you things. Um, so here we have a bit of a mix of me trying to recover my steps and also trying to find some nice minerals and stuff to get started again, because I did get a silver pickaxe just before I died, but was lost until oblivion. So No, excuse me, not a silver. And yeah, actually, it was a silver. Was it? That was. Oh, no, silly me. It was an iron one. Duh. I should have play. I should play less Terraria, maybe. Let's keep it at that. Um, but yeah, this was my first glimpse at 1.8 for my own experience. Of course, I did see a bunch of clips from other people, and I have a fair idea of what's new in this version. Um, but as you can see, I think the terrain generation went a bit haywire in this part because this is just crazy. There are so many levels of mining tunnels, and uh, it's just crazy. You can see that there were a few particles of rain, so it's, it just goes all the way to the top. It's quite weird. Um, I may end up cutting out some parts, but yeah, I went back inside the cave with no items whatsoever, so excuse me while I grab some wood here in an attempt to make a pick and yeah, get some starting materials again. Um, yeah, that might also be a good moment to thank you all for watching my last video. It was the guide to large screenshots. Um, welcome all the new subscribers from it, and um, yeah, thanks again for watching. It took me a whole lot of work to get it into the state that it is now, and I don't mind putting in that work, obviously, because I enjoy the final result. But man, it took days. So that's been the main reason why there's not been a whole lot of other movies out for the past few days. Um, yeah, I was on a marvelous average of about 1 hour of content for each day since this channel was made. I don't know how I managed that, but I, I somehow did. But yeah, that average kind of cut down by this past week. Oh well. Um, in case you haven't seen it, I'm going to put in a obligatory annotation here, which you can click and view that movie in case you had no idea it existed. Um, yeah, unfortunately, some of these parts are a bit dark, although I did up the brightness a lot. It's still going to be a bit dark. But hopefully it's bearable up until the point where I grab the torches again. But keep in mind that I put down a few torches myself, and there's also a few natural torches in this place. So I'm trying to avoid putting torches down in this phase because I'm still retracing my steps. And as you already noticed, it's really easy to get lost and confused in this maze of tunnels, really. So that's going to end up happening a lot. On the bright side, um, I did notice a few pockets of gold, so I'm going to try and get back to those when I finally reach the safe spot that I created. Also, it took me about 20 minutes before I realized that I was accidentally playing on peaceful. I have no idea how it got on peaceful in the first place, but in case you're wondering why I haven't died already, it's mainly due to that. I'm going to turn it onto normal mode in a couple of minutes when I started to notice that it was pretty empty around me. And then yeah, I'm going to run into all kinds of monsters, obviously. Um, yeah, let's try and absorb how large this cave crevice mine situation is. It's still quite hard to see, even in the video. But there's a good few scenes where you can really see the distance. Unfortunately, that's not the case when I look blindly at a wall in a effort to mine materials. But yeah, like these parts where you can get a few glimpses of how far it stretches. Well, I was wrong. It's not this part. Oh well, sorry. I'll try not to lie. But it was around this part, as far as I can remember. Um, as you can see, there's also a few oddities. There's random lava streams. Weird. Grabbing a bit more iron. It's always handy. Um, if you notice a tiny jump, it's because I accidentally paused the video I was playing back, so I may need to resync this. But oh well, I'll see what happens. Yeah, this is indeed one of the points where you can clearly see that there's a huge crevice here. Yeah, it was quite funny when I looked down and I noticed that there was cobblestone and obsidian being created. It's like, huh? Okay. I um, I tried not to interfere with the currents and the lava flow too much. So I don't know why there was a late response in the game that made uh, made it so that the cobblestone was generated when I looked at it, but oh well. Um, I'm around the point where I figured that there was a chance that I would die again, and because my spawn point was still topside, I decided to take a quick peek and start a well, fairly crude structure. Also, I just went up because I was totally lost. I'm still trying to backtrack to where I had died. I will find it, I promise you. It just may take a few more minutes. But yeah, I'm retracing the steps to the spawn point. It's just over there, and then I'm going down the same path again well, in another attempt to try and find familiar places and retrace my steps. Also, I'm also trying to find out how the run mechanic worked, because I read it was there. I seen people do it in other movies, but this is my first play on 1.8, so bear with me on some points. I think this was the point where I realized, okay, I'm back at the spawn, so let's make a primitive hut thingy. I wanted to, when I saw this shape, I wanted to carve it out, but then I started flattening it a bit, shaping it a bit, and ended up just building upwards and into it instead of just spending 10 minutes digging into this big mountain. Well, it's not a mountain, it's a big hill thingy. It's not even a big hill, it's just a hill. What am I talking about? But yeah, I may speed up this part a bit in the final take. I'm just doing the voiceover part right now, so I have no idea how the final footage will end up being. It's always fun to explore that. Oh, sorry. I realized I was brushing against the mic a bit. Yeah, and this was the point where I said, okay, screw it, I'm not going to create this entire hill into a home. So let's just make it a primitive structure and get down. So yeah, that obviously requires a roof. And I'm admitting I'm not taking any steps to make this pretty right now. It's just a place to put a chest in, and well, eventually I'll put a bed in, but yeah, it was just to put a chest down. Obviously, chests require more wood than I had in my inventory. No surprises there. Because, as you can remember, I went down into the mine with nothing, so there were a few blocks of wood I picked up, but it's better to grab a block from the tree, so you end up with more blocks of wooden planks. Oh, what will I make now? It's a chest. No surprises there. And I do require a few more cobblestone to create a furnace. And yeah, that's just me getting a few extra blocks. So there we have it. Enough cobblestone to create a furnace. Enough storage to put down materials in. So when and if I die, I'll still have a new pickaxe without effort. You get the drill. Smelting some iron. And no surprises there, replanting a sapling. Because we're going to need more wood eventually. I haven't decided if I'm going to continue this world, but it so far looks pretty interesting. That's pretty definitive. Yeah, a bit more inventory management and crafting. Sorry about that. Might as well grab a shovel and a axe to chop down wood faster. And obviously torches. Did they increase the, actually decrease? Did they change the time required to smelt? It's interesting. It seemed to have taken longer in earlier versions, as far as I can remember by head, but I'm not too sure either, so. But it does go pretty fast. Okay, enough inventory management, let's get the heck down again. Also, there's a pretty cool mountain range on the other side of this water. Oh, I think I remember this bit. Yeah. I will try not to make a diggy diggy hole reference here, but okay, let's grab the iron. Onwards. Let's try and recover our steps. Although I'm starting to remember this point in the footage, and I think I managed to get even further away from it, but oh well, we'll see what actually happens. This is also pretty interesting. Nice slab of obsidian, water, lava, everything you need. I had the, well, I had the urge to get the gold here first. And, yes, forget about the fact that Minecraft does not have a grappling hook. So I fell down. Yeah, some inventory micromanagement for a sec. Wouldn't want to accidentally place the gold block, save it back, right? Well, gold ore, I should say, but yeah. What's this egg doing here? I was wondering. Um, yeah, sorry, this was still trying to recover the gold ore from here. There was not much to tell about that. And this was the point where I was wondering, uh, where did that chicken or duck come from? It's a chicken, right? Yeah, whatever. I think I saw a tweet from Notch that even he went duck slash chicken thing or something along that terms. Ah, yes, this was also the point where I figured out I had it set on peaceful by accident, so that got fixed. And then I wondered why did I fix that again? Because all of a sudden I was surrounded by monsters. Surely that was unexpected. Yes, I know, but it still happened. Actually, there was one point where I was scared for half a second. Well, wouldn't say scared, but it was like, fuck, where did that came from? Oh, apologies. Trying to avoid the, well, trying to self-censor myself a bit. And this was actually the point where I found the torches that I put down. I thought they would be visible from the part where I went down into the cave, but it wasn't, so in hindsight, it literally did take me 30 minutes to recover my steps. Oh well. At least I got the gold from it. And that's why I also made a second chest, so to store the gold and iron before dying and losing it all again. Because I did dug up a few blocks of gold ore on the first run that wasn't recorded, but oh well. So obviously the first point of action after finding where I had lost myself is to make a path of torches back to where I came down. And that's easier said as done because I was already lost here. So I went, where did I come from? So I'm just going to take a random route, try and get to somewhere where I have a bit better overview of the situation. Also, I was intrigued by a bit of tunnel. Yeah, I'm going to take that as self-explanatory. No comments, no comments. But yeah, it was definitely not the path that I took to go down in the first place, so back to trying to figure out where I did that. So first I'm going to mark where try and mark it fairly obvious. So yeah, and then I started looking around for the big waterfall that I used in the first place to get down here. Bit of random exploring as I go along. And it's kind of hard to resist not taking the pieces of rail because, well, it's not that they are hard to make or that the materials are impossible to find, but eventually I'm going to try and get the also get the achievement for doing 1,000 railway path from the spawn point thingy. Not too sure about what it's called. So yeah, it does help if I can. Since that it does help that since the 1.8 update, you can just nick a couple of railway track um, pieces, so it saves you a bit of effort on crafting. It's cool. Oh, okay. So yeah, I had seen that one coming, but also managed to get away from it without effort. But yeah, that's when I found this. And I just backed away from it. In hindsight, I'm wondering how to get back to the other point where I put down these 6 torches. If and when I do find the big waterfall. Hmm. Because it's starting to dawn on me that um, I may not have finished that part. It also dawned on me that in my effort to go into the large cavern again, I increased my chances on running into the monsters. Hmm. At least I found the main waterfall thingy bit. But then I found friends. It was also starting to get to the point where, yeah, where I was wondering for how long I would continue because I had recovered the steps to, yeah, to the point I was trying to get to. Um, Also, I still haven't connected the point where the six torches are to where the waterfall is, but I think I I remembered thinking I might have to put it back to peaceful and try and really survey the place before seeing how I could manage to do that. Oh well. Yeah, sorry. Keep in mind that it's it's already hard to try and play something and also doing a voiceover commentary or guide or whatnot, but trying to watch it again and trying to figure out what the hell I was doing at that specific point while also talking, that's a whole different story, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't feel like going down back into the cave before I had the materials to at least make one pick. So I I quote unquote try to make a pick quickly. It does require something, a workbench. Right. So while that's out of the way, let's just go back or do some more inventory micromanagement. Nope, it's going down again. Trying to connect the two paths. Unfortunately, I found way more friends than I anticipated. I did recover my gear, so I was glad I managed that. I didn't expect it, but yay. Unfortunately, I didn't see that, and pretty much rage quitted in a couple of seconds. Well, I think I went down trying to get my gear again and still died again, so that's when I rage quitted. But I don't want to get too caught up in details. I do realize that the video is about to end, so I'm trying to find a good point to say thank you for watching. This is Playing Baked, and I'll see you in the next episode. Oh, yeah, trying to find out the crit move, but failing miserably. That's why I rage quit. Thanks for watching, guys.